What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first news and updates and dev Q&A summary video. A few things worth mentioning before I start this one. There will be a new Hardcore Iron Man video coming out tomorrow for those of you wondering. Also, since this is the first video I'm making like this, there might be some things I can do better, so make sure you guys give me some feedback in the comments on what you guys would like changed or done a little bit differently. So this week's update was geared towards the Wilderness and PvP improvements. This includes changes made to the Wilderness, Bounty Hunter, and PvP. There's also a live test run of the Deadman Invitational that actually already happened, so if you guys did play that, let me know in the comments how it went because I'm actually pretty curious. So one of the first really nice updates this week I can actually show you guys because I am fishing. I'm just going to be fishing in the background, but when you guys are fishing here now, you guys know you drop items, sometimes they'll disappear because they go to the bottom of the stack. Now with items like feathers, if you accidentally drop them, you'll see they're on the top, so you won't actually have to worry about picking up fish again to get those back. Another nice little change, the coffin next to the Edgeville trapdoor is now not clickable, so if you guys are doing air orbs and you kept misclicking on this thing like I know I did, you can no longer do this, it's just permanently open now. So now moving on to the notable changes made in the Wilderness, there is now a new Wine of Zamorak spawn. This can be found in the Western Chaos Altar in level 35 Wilderness. The cool thing about this one though is you telegrab it normally like you would the other ones in your Falador. The only difference is these ones are going to be noted, so you can sit here as long as you want and stack these up. However, now you will run the risk of dying when collecting them. Wilderness KD tracking has also been improved. It now tracks throughout the entire Wilderness, not only past level 10. So for those of you guys that want like 100 KD, apparently that's now possible. Moving on to the Bounty Hunter improvements this week, you guys will see the new overlays on screen right now. So you can now see what tier emblem your target is actually carrying, and you can also see whether they're skulled or not. A variety of Wilderness bosses now have a 1 in 5 drop rate for mysterious emblems if they're killed on World 318. This will give people a alternative to getting a rune pouch. They might not have to boost anymore. They can probably go and kill crazy archaeologists. I think that would be the quickest way. Finally, it is now possible to trade Tier 1 Bounty Hunter emblems on the Grand Exchange. Finally, this week there have been improvements made to the teleblock. Instead of showing every minute now, it shows very distinct times going through seconds. There's also some sort of bug before where the counter could have been inaccurate, but that has now been fixed. Also now, when you enter a safe area in a PvP world, the teleblock is cleared. So now moving into the developer Q&A this week, what I'm going to be doing is watching through this and summarizing the most notable points. So the first nice thing is they actually moved into their new studio. They're moving between people's houses before and different locations, and some of the lighting has been pretty bad before, so it's nice to see them in a set location now. Towards the beginning of this video, I did mention that today there was a beta test done for the new hour of the Dead Memo tournament. A lot of people said they missed this and it looked really good, so the question came up during the Q&A, can we get another Dead Man beta or can it become a regular thing? There was a lot of discussion of this. There was a mention of having monthly prizes, but it would need a lot more dev time. One of the suggestions that came up was it could be a regular thing on Ronin's weekly community streams. But overall, they did seem pretty positive on this idea. But as mentioned, it would take a pretty decent amount of dev time to get something made for it. The next question asked that I found pretty interesting was what happened to the Inferno and the new Fire Cape? As many of you know, this has been polled many times and it's been an idea for probably about 1.5 to 2 years now. Kieran responded to this by mentioning that this year they are focusing on 2 big updates, Fossil Island and the Inferno. There will be discussions open this month, and there will also be devlogs and possible polls. The last poll for the new Fire Cape actually failed at 73%, and Kieran said it was because many people wanted a new piece of content that was standalone and not an expansion of the Fight Caves, which was polled. So make sure you guys look out for more information on this later on in the year. So this is the final question I found pretty interesting on the Q&A this week. There actually wasn't that much. Normally there's a lot more, and also they show a bunch of stuff at the end of player suggestions and stuff. But this question came up, can we get a graphical redesign of Neve's Cave? Ash responded saying that at the time they made it, which he said was in early 2013, they had a really small team and they just got a map editor and they didn't really have many modeling tools. So with what they have now, he said they would like to see a graphical rework done, and he'd also like to add a little bit more NPC spawns. They actually did do a straw poll on the live stream and was pretty split between the people watching, so I'm not too sure if this is actually going to happen. Let me know if you guys want to see this. I know for sure I do. That's going to do it for this week's updates. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you have any feedback on how I can improve this, please let me know in the comments. Personally, I like doing these because it's going to give you guys some more content to watch in between the Hardcore Iron Man series, since it's starting to be between 5 and 6 days now that I'm able to upload videos. It's not daily or every 2 to 3 days anymore, just because the account's getting towards that later stage. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully it does well, and I'll see you guys next week on Thursday once again with the same type of video. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, look out for the Hardcore Iron Man video coming out tomorrow at the usual time, and I will see you guys then.